What we're about to do here is have a serious conversation. Now, what I did to mentally prepare myself for this video is I spent 48 hours doing the exact opposite of Keep Up with Basketball. I had to take a mental health break because of the performance that they put on. What the Atlanta Dream did in our last game against, I'm going to be honest, I can't even remember. I think it was the Connecticut Sun. What they did out there was so deplorable and so disgusting that I had to take a mental health break. The game was at 11:30. I didn't have to go to work until 1:30. So I watched all the way up until halfway through the fourth quarter. It was such a train wreck. I have not seen the second half of the fourth quarter. I just know they lost. There are so many things to dissect, and it's a shame because after a 7-game win streak, we shouldn't have to come on here and be as dramatic as we're about to be tonight. But we're gonna have to do that because this is what teams like this do. And when I tell you I've seen this movie before and I've been through this in the past, I'm telling you I've seen this movie before and I've been here in the past. All the times that motherfuckers told me, I thought this was Nets Republic and I'm not cursing, all the things that motherfuckers told me was that, oh, don't worry about it, Sever. You ain't got to worry about shit. Kyrie Irving's going to come back. They're going to lift the vaccine mandates and shit like that. And you still got Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons might come back. Doesn't matter that, James Harden asked out and he's fucking gone. It doesn't matter that fucking Steve Nash doesn't fucking draw plays. Sound familiar? Doesn't fucking matter that Steve Nash has no fucking idea what he's doing. Sound familiar? Doesn't matter that Steve Nash constantly tinkers with the lineups and make asinine decisions. Sounds familiar? Because you have a generational talent and a healthy Kyrie Irving. What could possibly go wrong? And I watched that very same team get fucking swept by the Boston Celtics in the first round because niggas told me not to worry about it when your coach is fucking brain dead and doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. They fucking told me not to worry about it. So you have to excuse me if going into this fucking postseason, I see the writing on the goddamn walls and we're gonna go through this shit again. I am fucking tired of being a part of organizations and fan bases where one fucking coach makes one fucking decision over and over again that destroys a team's success. And niggas keep telling me, oh, don't worry about it, you have a generational talent. It's not fucking enough when your coach doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm telling you I just lived through this shit. I'm fucking telling you I just lived through this shit. And I'm going through it again. God damn it, every fucking time I pick a team, shit like this fucking happens. Let me fucking tell you something. It's not the obvious decisions. It's not the fact that for some odd reason, this motherfucker Coach Wright has not started Cheyenne Parker 2 consecutive games in a row coming off of a fucking all-star game. It is not that because that's the easy shit. That's the low-hanging fruit. Nigga, anybody can go there. It would be so fucking easy just to start there. It's not that. It's not the fact that the motherfucker does not draw plays and the only thing that she throws out there is the old catch-all read and react like that's supposed to be some fucking new age shit. That motherfucker really thinks she's out there saying positionless basketball. You remember when niggas were letting off positionless basketball like half a decade ago and everyone was like, that's insanity. What the fuck is going on? Feed the post, mid-range jumpers, right? Like it's not that. It's not the idea that small ball is possible. It is not any of that. This is not a new coaching philosophy. This is not the first nigga a la Mike Woodson to go out there and say, hey, let's switch on defense. This is not some new basketball philosophical revelation. This is not the new triangle offense, the trapezoid offense. This is not some breaking theory that is going to alter the course of basketball. This is fucking laziness. You name me the last fucking time that not having an offensive plan has resulted in a championship. It has resulted in sustainable success that was worth fucking mentioning. That's not a fucking asterisk in the career of some other great team. You name me one fucking time where that shit happened. This motherfucker is out there saying read and react like it's some fucking like next level type trickery that the league is just not fucking aware of. No, you're not drawing plays. You don't have a fucking game plan offensively, and you live and die offensively by your offensive talent. It's not even that. It's not anything I just named. It's the fact, and you see the title of the video, it's the fact that when Aari McDonald fucking plays, we lose. And I don't know how many more years this motherfucker gets. I don't know how many chances this motherfucker gets. We couldn't keep Kennedy, but my God, we gotta let this motherfucker Aari get year number 3 of failure, year number 3 of choking. She's a fucking bust. I know y'all don't want to fucking hear that, and I understand, Aari, if you're watching, if any of your friends are watching, if your teammates are watching, if the Dream Organization is watching, I can understand you're looking at this like, who is this fucking Juice WRLD looking goofball talking shit about a professional athlete? I completely understand, but what you don't fucking understand is what the fuck I've been through the last 3 fucking years, and the fact that there is a sliver of hope, that there is a sliver of a chance of any success with this fucking organization. I'm telling you, it lives and dies with the decision of do we play Aari or not. It is so much bigger than whatever the fuck is going on between Coach Wright and Cheyenne Parker. I guarantee you. It is so much bigger than any other fill-in-the-blank thing we have complained about over the last 2 fucking years. I'm telling you it's deeper than that. I'm telling your ass it's deeper than that. It is the simple fact that if we cannot come to an agreement that fucking Aari does not belong on this team, I don't give a fuck what she does in the locker room. Make her ass a fucking assistant coach then. Have her be a fucking cheerleader or some shit like that. And that is not as misogynist as it sounds. I promise you. I could have said mascot. I could have said the nigga that jumps on the trampoline and does the slam dunk at halftime. Have that nigga join a Red Panda in the halftime show and get up on the fucking tricycle and stack the goddamn plates. Or you can help the fucking adorable puppy hop through the goddamn hoops. If you need a fucking energy boost in the locker room, have that motherfucker do the halftime show or some shit like that. But if we are talking about on the court decisions, if we are talking about on the court anything, that motherfucker cannot be factored into the equation in the slightest bit. It is no coincidence that we go on a 7-game win streak and the fucking day that motherfucker comes back, we lose. It is no fucking coincidence. Y'all saw what happened when she got on the goddamn court. Her first decision on the court, motherfucker hadn't even dribbled the ball once. This motherfucker is back from shooting, from shoulder surgery on her bad shooting shoulder on her left side. The motherfucker immediately pulls from 3 and misses. You're telling me you had a fucking shoulder injury on your shooting shoulder, and the first thing you do is take a fucking jump shot from 3? Nigga, you can't hit a shot when you're healthy, much less when your shit is in a sling. Motherfucker look like Chris Paul out there with a goddamn Under Armour fucking shoulder fit. Are you fucking serious? The first thing you do off a shoulder injury is take a fucking jumper? And oh my God, did you see the way the fucking offense came to a standstill when she's out there? Niggas don't know what to do. Motherfuckers don't be cutting to the basket or nothing like that. There's nothing to read and react to because it's just Aari at the top of the key dribbling the fuck out the ball trying to figure out what the fuck she wants to do. Because again, she can't drive and kick because no one is going to respect. Oh my God, I'm going over the same shit that we've been over. There's no need to explain it because we have talked about this for 3 fucking years. How many more chances does she get? Destiny Henderson is literally not in the league, but fucking Aari gets a 4th chance? It's over. There's no more sugarcoating this shit. She's fucking ass. She's buns. She's trash. She's a fucking bum. It's been 3 years. Is that not long enough? Is the project not over yet? Can we not just admit, you know what, we fucked that one up? You got Kennedy, that looked pretty goddamn good. You got Ryan Howard, that's turning out pretty fucking good. Haley has her ups and downs, but overall, she's pretty fucking good. You know, Nas is looking pretty goddamn good. Like, in terms of draft picks, it's not like we're always striking the fuck out. But let's say, hypothetically, we're looking at a handful of 5 niggas that we've drafted over the last 3 years, right? Fucking 5 for 6 is a wonderful record. And you want to talk about going for something in terms of numbers, that motherfucker was 2 and 6 on the court. And we're just hyping this motherfucker up like, oh, it sure is good to see Aari McHashbrown out there. The motherfucker was 2 of 6. Because she hit 2 fucking shots? I can't. And then where is this fucking defense? Nigga was getting her ass busted the whole fucking night. Oh, Sarah, she's fresh off an injury. She's fresh off an injury. Well, the motherfucker is injury prone. And again, it's not like she like descended into some type of like a post-injury spiral where it's like, we'll give her a chance to get back to where the fuck she is, because with all the fucking up she was doing, she had one of her better games of the season. What does that say? What I'm trying to say is enough is enough. I don't think the answer is firing Coach Wright. Absolutely not. I think the chemistry that they have built and the fact that they respond to her is wonderful. I think there are very small things that you can adjust to get over what the fuck is going on. Again, when more information comes out about why Cheyenne Parker is not starting and all the, again, I try to live tweet while I'm watching so that y'all can like get my play-by-play thoughts. But when we're doing this like post-game shit, there is one narrative per video and we just don't fucking have time. There's shit with Coach Wright. We just don't have the fucking time, but I'm not going to nitpick. Long story short, I don't think she deserves to be fired. I just think she needs to be held accountable, and someone needs to sit that motherfucker down and say, listen, you fucking up. Waiting until the last fucking 5 minutes of the game to put in the lineup that earned you a 7-game win streak when it's too fucking late against a very competitive team in the Sun, one of 3 teams that were higher than us at the fucking time. It's just too late for that shit. Especially when you're talking about a coach and a team in general that has no offensive identity whatsoever outside of Ryan gonna ball. Momentum matters. Consistency matters. And that's in simple shit like the lineups and the fucking rotations and shit like that. Again, we can't speak to any offensive scheme because she doesn't fucking have one. But again, that is coach. And that is another video for another day that does not end in her losing her job. I think it's just things she could improve on that I don't think people are speaking enough about. But when there's more context that we get, you know, we can have that conversation later. Again, one narrative per video. This particular video is talking about that it is enough. Enough is enough with this Aari shit. I'm sorry. And again, I have waited 3 years to get to this point. I have alluded to her being fucking trash, but I haven't said it. I've never said it. I've never actually gone out on a limb and said this shit. So if this is your first fucking video and you're going to look at me and say, oh, you fake ass fucking fan. Oh, how are you a whole ass man speaking on this shit and blase, 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 blah. Get your shit off. Just know, nigga, it's just me on here. It's just me suffering through this shit and reporting on it. So let's really control which direction we're like shoving the pitchforks out before y'all try to get me the fuck out of here. Like, sue the fuck out of me for being a passionate fan and loving my goddamn team. And seeing someone clearly not pulling their weight and getting fucking rewarded with more minutes. There is no reason why Aari should have had as many fucking minutes as she did. And again, if we are talking about the basis of what she is supposed to be doing, taking the pressure off of Robinson and shit like that, I beg of thee, tell me what the fuck she did. Tell me what the fuck she did outside of throwing up bricks and getting cardio. What the fuck did she do? And I'm talking strictly eye test. We were on a 7-game win streak. And all of a sudden, we can't fucking score when Aari's on the court. 7-game win streak. We all of a sudden can't score because a certain nigga is back. If we're at the point where fucking AD is a better alternative at the point guard position, nigga. Now, a lot of y'all are going to say, Sever, you went too hard. You went too far. This is too much. How could you do it? But I want you to really fucking ask yourself, in year 3 of this shit, am I wrong? Am I really that harsh? Am I really that messy? Am I really that evil of a human being? Am I really that nasty of a shock jock to get on here and say shit like that? Because I think you know I'm fucking right. Whether y'all niggas want to admit it or not, it is year 3 of this shit. And she can't do not one thing we're asking. You can't run the team. You get cooked on defense. And you can't fucking score. I want her off the fucking team. 3 years is long enough. This is the most competitive league in sports, period. And she's taken up a spot. Please keep in mind, the niggas we let go this summer so Aari could continue to be on this fucking team. Remember Maya Caldwell? Like, niggas we have just let go so fucking Aari can stay. I'll lay off the Kennedy shit. I'm the only person who misses her. That's fine. But you gonna tell me Destiny Henderson is not even in the fucking league right now. But fucking Aari gets to be... I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'd take a second helping of Odyssey Sims over this shit, and that's coming from me!